The prevalence today of 24/7 electronic media, along with social media, provides us with access and almost instant access to videos and photos of terrorist attacks. Many times these are posted to the internet really within seconds or minutes of an attack that takes place. These videos and images really give us an ability to dissect exactly how an attack took place. Today's attack was a little bit different from one that we saw in September 2nd, in that this attack appears to have used a small device with very little shrapnel. From this picture, we can see that the shoe rack was pretty much destroyed by the device, and you can see the blast seat or the blackened crater area where the explosives were located. That's really showing us the location of the device when it detonated. From the damage that we see there, it looks like it was a relatively small device and didn't have much shrapnel. As we look at the decorative plasterwork at the front of the mosque, the other pillars, and even the minbaj there, the wooden structure inside the mosque, there's not much damage of shrapnel like we saw in the September 2nd attack. In the September 2nd device, it looked like we had a vest-type device that had a lot of uniform shrapnel, something like ball bearings or nuts and bolts. And in that case, you could see shrapnel marks all over the plaster on the inside of the mosque. However, in today's attack, the smaller devices were used more as a way to scare the victims outside of the mosque, past the security cordon, and really into the ambush point where the larger device was located. We can see in this picture the damage on the wall indicating that there was shrapnel within a device, and it looks like the device was detonated probably at chest or belt height rather than from a device that was located or concealed on the ground. So it probably was a suicide bomber. The Islamic State is continuing their attacks against mosques in Sana'a. They're using complex attacks against these relatively soft targets, using multiple attackers and devices. However, they're varying the way that they're conducting these attacks, really in a way to counter security that are at the various mosques. When they have a mosque that has lax security, they'll try to take in a bigger device. But in the case of a mosque that has stepped up security, we're now seeing them take in smaller devices to circumvent security, and then using those devices basically to pull the victims out into an attack zone outside of the mosque security.